Hello soulmate, welcome back to Threadline Clothing. This is another tutorial on
Feeling good, banana.
how.
Music don't need
So
permission.
this is not the original style. She wanted a cow effect at the front of her own. So I cut out my fabric. Guys, I'll advise if you are doing this, you should use about 2 to 2.5 yards of fabric if you really want your hand to drop very well. So my fabric here is not enough. So I'm just trying to manage what I have. So I have about 1 yard and about 26 inches here. It's not up to 2 yards. So I cut it into two, and I'm not supposed to cut this into two, but because of the cow effect on it, so I cut it into two. One part will be for the front, the other will be for the back. And the length of my dress is, at the end of the day, I use 28 inches for the length, but what I have is almost 30 inches, even more than 30 inches. So my table is small, so I'll just be using grams so you guys will see it properly. So guys, the first thing I'll do is to measure the neckline for this, and I am cutting the back part first. So I measure 3 inches for the width of my neck and about 2 or 1.5 inches for the depth of the neckline. So guys, just play around with it and do whatever that works for you. So I'm going to be cutting this out, and I said this is the back part. So remember the front part has a cowl overlap. So I've gone ahead to fold my fabric for front, and I'll be placing the back panel on it. So while I am placing this, I will make sure I left some inches at that front part, but the down part will make sure they meet at the center line for the front. So let me repeat what I've said. Guys, if you don't understand what I'm saying, just watch what I'm doing, you will get it. Because it has a little cowl, so this the the back is going to be touching the center of the front at the down part. At this hemline, they will meet and they must be equal. But the upper part, because of the cowl, depending on how much fabric you have to work with, you can just do as much as 10, 8, 7. But mine was very small because I was managing fabric, and at the same time, I don't want the cowl to be too much. So I am placing the back on the front, leaving some inches at that front area. So here is what I have from the nape of my neck to where the sleeve opening will be at the end of the day. Is not enough. It wasn't enough at all to what I want. But I was just able to manage it like this because of this tutorial. So I'll just trim up the excesses I have around here, and I'll also trim up the side. So guys, I am done. So to mark where my sleeves will be coming out from, that part. So what I will do is I will measure around my bicep area around this, my elbow, wherever you want your sleeve to come out from. So mine, you divide what you have by 2. Then you go to the point where you want it. I want mine to come out around about 19 inches. But if you had enough fabric, I think you should allow it to come out from about 22 or 21 inches. That would just be perfect. So, but I'll be managing what I have here. So my sleeve opening will be coming out around 19 inches. So from that point, you can just cut it like this and cut it out, or you just give it a notch. Yes, just give it a notch at that point. So from that point, that is where the sleeve opening will stop, and this other point here, that is where it will start from. So then you take it to your machine and just hem it down. You can sew it, or you use any gun to finish it up. So guys, here is the back. I'll cut out a strip of fabric to pipe the neckline, or you can use your bias tape or bias strip to just finish it up. So I'm done sewing the back part. what it looks like. So guys, I also cut out some piece of my fabric just to turn the neckline at that front part because of the cowl effect. So I don't want to hem it, I don't want to sew it. So I just use my pieces as my lining to finish up that cowl side. And I'll be joining this side. I've done joining the other side. So I'll be showing you with this other side here how I did it. So I'll pick the cowl uh, part of it. I use a lining to turn the neckline. Then I'll put it in between the back and the front. So the back panel is going to be in between the lining and the front part. I'll sew it down like this. So guys, here is my arm. Here is my sleeve opening. That's where my sleeve will be coming out from. This is what I have. Like so. So you can just sew it or you use your hemming gun to finish it off. So, and I'll also repeat the same thing for the other side. So I'm also gonna head to sew the side and I'll also hem the down part of my dress. So guys, this is what my cow neck looks like, and here is the hem part. So guys, there's this important part I missed out. So let me quickly show you. So I'm gonna head to hem mine and I'll go and iron it and wave the inside. So but before I forget, I went ahead to refold my fabric and I give it this curve shape, like a half circle shape, the way we cut our full flare. So guys, this is what I have, and yes, came out really nice and beautiful. Yes, guys, have you seen the bonnet she's wearing? Check it out on how to make 3-in-1 bonnet. Guys, see you in my next video. I'm